If I asked you the question, what is the most dangerous thing you could possibly do in life? What is the worst choice you can make? What is the dumbest thing you could do? You'd probably begin to come up with something that would, one, either take your life or ruin you for the rest of your life, give you some sort of, paralyze you or give you some sort of ailment that's going to affect you for the rest of your life, right? You'd pick something that, like jumping off a bridge or who knows what you came up with in your mind. But I'm going to give you a different way to look at this question. I would say the most dangerous thing you can do in your life is play it safe. Is play it safe. Take the safe route. Take the route that is not going to put on too much risk. Keep what you have. Don't use it to try and make more, right? And this isn't just talking about money. I would say that is the most dangerous thing you can do, especially as a young man or young woman, whatever your dreams are, but this mainly pertains to young men. Why is this the most dangerous thing to do, you may ask? Well, taking risk is the only way to achieve your dreams. No one ever became amazing and great by playing it safe. Playing it safe gets you nowhere. And I'm starting to understand this more and more as I go through my life and am trying to reach areas that I can't reach without taking a risk, without betting on myself, without being unsure if I'll ever make it there, right? A great example of this is I have money invested in the bank. And I was sitting there the other day realizing I may have to dip into my money invested in the stock market. I may have to dip into my investments to continue spending money I need to eventually make money, right? That's just one thing you have to do, or the one thing I might have to do. There are plenty of other examples of this in life, right? Whether it comes to, you may have to not go to college, or you may have to drop out of college to go chase a dream. We see this one on social media all the time. Is that guaranteed? No. That is one of the biggest risks someone can take, right? Right now you have a path in college of, you go through your 4 years, you get your degree, you go get a job. That's playing it safe. But you're never going to go that far playing it safe. The average degree someone gets will never get you I don't mean to sound cocky when I say this, but the level I don't even want to be at, the level I never want to fall down to, is the level that I would reach taking a normal degree and getting a normal job. That's a level I can't even comprehend because I would never want to be there. And it's not to put anybody down who does that, but with my mentality and the goals I have, that's never an area I would want to be in and stay in, right? So, that's what will happen if you don't take risk. You have to bet on yourself. I want you to think about this. If I were to give you a bet, a gamble essentially, and I were to say, you have a 50% chance of making $1 million, or you have a 50% chance of making nothing. Would you take that bet? I want you to think in your mind. Would you take that bet? I'll make it even better. I'll make it even a little bit easier to make. Or actually, sorry, a tiny bit harder to make. You would lose $1,000 if you lost this bet, but you'd make $1 million if you won. Would you take it? I'm pretty sure every single one of you guys would say yes. And I know myself would 100% say yes. Because what's $1,000 chance to win $1 million, right? It's nothing. It's like pennies. It's like drops in an ocean, right? You'd probably take that chance. That's the same thing with life. That's the same thing with every single decision we make in our day-to-day basis. Every single big decision we choose to make in our life. I could play it safe and say, no, I don't want to take it because I want to keep my 1,000. I never want to even attempt the upside, which is what so many people do in our lives or in day-to-day life. People don't even realize they're doing it a lot of times. They play it safe. They hoard. They keep things together. That's what I'm doing with my money in investments right now. I'm trying not to dip into it. It's worrying me. I'm like, this money may, over the next 40 years, will compound and grow more and more and more. Yes, but if that money has to be spent to get you to a point where you can make 10x that, why not spend it? It's the same thing as this bet I'm giving you. It's such an obvious way to look at it. Are you willing to take the risk? Are you willing to take the risk with whatever it is, right? Bet on yourself. Bet on the fact that you'll make that million over losing that 1,000. And guess what? If you lose that 1,000, you're still in the same place. Right now, as a young man, especially, like, you will still be in the same place if you take that risk. I promise you, your life is not going to fall apart. And if you're a place where a risk like that would make you fall apart, then get to a place where it would not make you fall apart. If it's a financial kind of thing, get a job. That's why, like I always say, get a job. Build up a little bit of a buffer before you start taking more risks, right? Whatever it is, if it's dropping out of college, if it's doing all these things, like, have a little bit of a buffer. Don't be stupid with your risks. Be smart with your risks, but don't be too smart with your risks. That's something I struggle with, especially, is I'm too smart with my risks, where I'm trying to do the mathematics and try and figure out all this stuff. At the end of the day, you just got to take the leap. Like, I'm preaching this to you guys, but it's partly trying to get it through my head as well. I need to just take the leap. I just need to take the risk, because you're never going to get anywhere. In 5 years, if I never take the risk, I'll be doing the same thing. The 5-year version of myself will be in the same place. It'll probably be a little bit better as I go through my life, whatnot, but it'll never reach the dreams that I have for a ideal 5-year version of myself. Take a look at what your goals are. Take a look at what your dreams are. Where do you want to go in life? Like, where is your end goal? Where's your end goal in 20, 30, 40 years? Where's your end goal in 5 years? Where's your end goal in 1 year? Where do you want to be? And if all of those would require you to bet on yourself and take a risk and do something that doesn't have a 100% guarantee of succeeding, I've made a video on becoming addicted to uncertainty before. It's the same kind of thing. You need to get to the point where you love betting on yourself, right? Now, all of you guys would take that bet I gave you, the $1 million to 1,000, to losing 1,000, right? All you guys would take that bet. Would you bet on yourself that you could succeed in a lot of these areas? Or do you think you're an idiot, right? If I gave you a math problem that was your grade level, do you think you could solve it? Would you bet that you could solve that math problem? Or do you think you're an idiot? Because I guarantee you, every single person that's going to watch this video, you're not an idiot. And every single one of you guys has the capability to go far in life and to achieve your dreams, whatever you want to do. I'm not special. All the guys you see online aren't special. All the guys that actually have it, I don't have anything yet. I'm still working. But I'm not special. Those guys aren't special. You're not special, right? We're all people here. None of us are like super geniuses. If you're a super genius, well then congrats. None of us are like crazy, right? Like, we're all just people who put in the work, put in the effort, and bet on ourselves, took a risk on ourselves. And if you think you're an idiot, you think I could never do that, then that's a limiting belief you have to work on, because I promise you can. That's another video I'll make, is on limiting beliefs. I promise you, you can. Take that risk, take that leap. Bet on yourself. Bet that you'll win that $1 million before losing that 1,000. And if you lose that 1,000, remember, you're still in the same place. $1,000, like, this isn't about money. This isn't just about money. Like, it can be your dreams, your goals in the gym. It can be your goals in whatever, path you're pursuing. Like, I don't even have great examples for this. It can be with anything. But you have to take a risk, because no one ever got anywhere by playing it safe. It's something I'm sure a lot of your guys' parents instilled in you, to save, to be smart, to not be too risky in life. As boys, like, we're usually risky. And they always told you, don't be risky, be safe, be safe. And it's good to a sense of not hurting yourself, but when it comes to so many other things, you have to take a risk. And right now, it may be stuck in your mind that I can't be risky, I need to be smart, I need to play it safe. Get that out of your head. Don't be an idiot, don't be dumb, but get that out of your head. You have to bet on yourself. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys, have a good one.